Okay, so you know how it is, right? You're at the store, just browsing the fruits and veggies,
Hmm.
maybe looking for a ripe avocado or
Yeah,
something.
totally.
And like for a second you think, huh, someone actually picked this.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like it wasn't always just, perfectly packaged on a shelf. Someone had to get it there.
It's easy to forget about that whole process, isn't it?
Totally. So that's kind of what we're looking at today.
Huh.
Getting into that whole world of, well, the fruit and vegetable picker, according to this RoleCatcher guide. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, they do a lot with those career breakdowns.
Yeah, career development, all that. And their stuff on this was really interesting. Like, you'd think it's straightforward, right? Just picking stuff.
Right, like how hard can it be?
Exactly. But it's way more involved. Like, there's actual skill there.
Oh, for sure. I was struck by that reading this. It's like this blend of like really traditional knowledge, but also now all this new tech they're using.
Right. It's not just what you'd picture. So, like, what were some of the things that jumped out at you about what they actually do?
Honestly, just how physical it is. Like people don't realize these folks are on their feet all day, sometimes lifting heavy loads. It's a workout.
Yeah, you can't romanticize it too much, even though it's outdoors and all that.
Exactly. And it's not just about strength either. Like you need to know when something's perfectly ripe, ready to go. That takes good eye.
It's like the produce experts or something. Makes you think twice about how you're choosing your own groceries. Haha.
Right. And then there's the tech side of things. I mean, GPS guided tractors, even drones now. Wild.
I know. When I saw that, I was like, is this farming or sci-fi?
It's amazing how much it's changing. But it makes sense, right? Being more efficient, all that.
Yeah, it's not just for show. It's like actually changing how things work.
Yeah,
That's super interesting.
totally. And speaking of changing, can we talk about the career path stuff? Like, I didn't realize there were so many options.
Me neither. Yeah, it's not just a dead-end job. There's like actual room to grow. It's
Yeah.
like you can level up, you know, but instead of experience points, it's like actual knowledge about, well, plants and stuff.
Right. And the cool thing is, this role catcher guide, it actually lays out those levels. Like, you start entry level, then you got junior picker, and then bam, senior picker.
So it's not just picking like forever. There's like different stuff you do at each level.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, entry level, that's where you learn the ropes, right? How to tell if something's ripe, how to handle it so it doesn't get bruised, all that.
So it's like plant biology 101, but also you got to be kind of fast, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there's definitely a time crunch. Got to keep up with the harvest. But then you move up, become a junior picker. That's where you get more responsibility.
Like what kind of stuff do you do then?
Well, you might be supervising a few other pickers, maybe even get to operate some of the machinery.
Oh, so you're like the field manager now?
Oh, kind of, yeah. And this is where all that tech stuff comes in. Like, imagine using a tablet right there in the field to track how much you're harvesting.
Wow. That's pretty high tech for picking fruit.
Right. But it makes sense, you know? It's all about being efficient.
So it's not all easy though, right? What kind of things make it hard, even as a junior picker?
Oh, man. Weather can be a huge one. Like, you've got a whole plan, then bam, hailstorm.
Yeah, that'll mess things up.
Totally. Or, like, sometimes a crop will get hit with some disease, or you're short-staffed. Gotta think on your feet.
Sounds like you got to be like part athlete, part botanist, part problem solver. Haha.
Pretty much. But if you can handle all that, you're on your way to becoming a senior picker.
Okay, so senior picker, that's like the top dog.
Exactly. You're running the show, not just picking, but thinking about the whole operation.
Like what needs to get done when, who's doing what, all that.
Yep. You're also the quality control expert, making sure everything's up to snuff, and you're working closely with the farm manager, like a lot.
Wow, so it's like you become this like agricultural mastermind starting from just picking stuff.
It's pretty impressive when you think about it. And you know what's even cooler? This guide talks about how this whole thing can lead to like even bigger opportunities.
Really. So it's not just a career, it's like a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like this whole other side of things opens up.
Right. It's not just about moving up on like one farm, though that's definitely possible. But
Mhm.
some people, they take all that experience and they start their own thing.
Oh, wow. So like they become the farmer.
Exactly. And with everyone wanting local organic stuff, it's like perfect timing, right?
Totally. It's like you're not just working in the system, you're like shaping the system.
Exactly. And you know, even if you're not trying to become a farmer, those skills you learn,
Mhm.
super useful, like anywhere really.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's not just about like knowing when a melon's ripe. Haha.
Right. Think about it. You've managed a team, dealt with like crazy deadlines, probably used some pretty high-tech equipment.
That's like a resume builder right there. You're not just some random applicant. You're like, I've handled a hailstorm. Bring it on.
Uh-huh, exactly. But honestly, beyond the skills, it's also just like the work ethic. Showing up doing something real. That
It's
matters.
got to feel good, like you're part of something important. Man, this whole deep dive, it really changes how you see things.
I know, right? I'm never gonna look at the produce aisle the same way again.
Me neither. Next time I'm there, I'll be like, behind this apple, there's a whole story.
Right, and it probably involves a drone at this point.
Uh-huh, probably. Well, thanks for taking this deep dive with me. It's been fascinating.
Absolutely, anytime.